Suneil Shetty, even before Mohra was made, I saw his name in Vishwatma in one of the hotels of Suneil Shetty. Probably you shot there, and his name was there. Thank you, Suneil Shetty. That time,
Oh, so that is because he was my friend,
yeah.
and he
So
had
you have had
helped.
great
He had,
associations.
yeah,
Yeah,
he had helped me a lot.
yeah.
I mean, I was not casting him or putting him in the film,
Right,
but
right.
I needed
There
him
was a
to
thank you note
train.
in the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, train. I wanted him to train a little bit. And then soon after that, I thought I'd launch him. But there
Mhm.
was a film or two he did, but I wanted him to do those films.
Right.
Otherwise, I would have launched him. And then that was how the thank you note, I don't remember, but must have thanked him. And so that was a very fine experience for me. He's my friend. And very rarely do we work with friends. We work with people in the industry. He was not part of the industry at that time. With Amrish Puri singing, I thought long back because I have him in the song. I had recorded the voice.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
I've recorded a voice means I planned this,
Okay.
you know. So that Amrish Puri angle was very well planned. Hi, this is Rajiv Rai, and you're watching me on Cineblues.
So, Rajiv sir, always I have felt that you have had great associations with the people with whom you had worked. Like
Yeah,
Nasir Saab, you took him in Tridev, and then there was a continuation of that relationship which we saw in Vishwatma, Mohra, then Asambhav also.
yeah.
Arjun Rampal, you mentioned already. Suneil Shetty, even before Mohra was made, I saw his name in Vishwatma in one of the hotels of Suneil Shetty. Probably you shot there, and his name was there. Thank you, Suneil Shetty. That time,
Oh, so that is because he was my friend,
yeah.
and he
So
had
you have had
helped.
great
He had,
associations.
yeah,
Yeah,
he had helped me a lot.
yeah.
I mean, I was not casting him or putting him in the film,
Right,
but
right.
I needed
There
him
was a
to
thank you note
train.
in the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, train. I wanted him to train a little bit. And then soon after that, I thought I'd launch him. But there
Mhm.
was a film or two he did, but I wanted him to do those films.
Right.
Otherwise, I would have launched him. And then that was how the thank you note, I don't remember, but must have thanked him. And so that was a very fine experience for me. He's my friend. And very rarely do we work with friends. We work with people in the industry. He was not part of the industry at that time.
Yeah. So when
So, yeah,
yeah,
Mohra, I took him in Mohra. Yes.
right. And also in Pyarish for Mohabbat.
Yes.
So since we're talking of music, you are one of those rare directors who have made their his villains also sing and dance. They're
Yeah.
absolutely in a carnival mode. Like
Yeah.
see in Tridev, Bhujang and
Yeah.
his gang. In
Yeah.
Vishwatma
Yeah.
also.
But
Like
that is just as you go along, you're
Azgar.
picturizing, you're with the dance director, thoughts keep coming. With Amrish Puri singing, I thought long back because I have him in the song. I had recorded the voice.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
I've recorded a voice means I planned this,
Okay.
you know. So that Amrish Puri angle was very well planned.
Of course, Nasruddin Shah in Mora, that Mast Mast song was again, you did it with Nasheed Saab and Ravina.
Yeah.
That one also.
Yeah.
So that was one special characteristic
Yeah.
we saw that even the villains, they had a great time in
Yeah.
your films. I mean, larger than life.
Yeah.
So,
They had fun. I had fun shooting. They also have fun shooting with me. So it's the way you make glamorous films
yeah,
with a lot of villains. And that's the way I see. I make cinema for the audience, people like you.
right.
So when people connect, then they connect. You
Yeah,
know. So it just you have to keep at it second by second to get there. For 2 3 years you have to
absolutely.
stick to it to get your work. Whatever you're trying to say, it takes a very long time. You have to be very patient.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, so all those things I experimented at that time. Yeah, I mean that's the state of mind I was in. I wouldn't do it today,
Hmm.
but those days it looked like I should, so I did it.
From the start, sir, like when Yudh made was made, you coined that term Jackass.
Yeah,
That is probably what Anil Kapoor will always be remembered for. As in,
yeah,
he has made that term synonymous with him.
yeah,
Tridev Oe Oe, that song and that particular catchphrase that
yeah,
is still active in today's
yeah,
age. Mora tu cheez badi hai mast mast.
yeah.
Like, did you really like
And Mora tip 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 parsa pani.
Sapani cheez badi mast mast? Now it is as in people address Ravina as mast mast girl.
Yeah,
So, like, were they intentionally done, or you? How did you create those jargons? Do you have anything for Zora?
So create, everybody says, how do you do this? How do you do
Yeah.
that? And they probably ask a lot of directors. Uh, People just work. You just put your mind to it.
Huh.
And when you're doing a scene or a song or any that thing you're doing, you're just doing it as well as you can on that day. It's not planned that the song will finally turn out. It's step by step you go.
Yeah.
First, you make a rhythm, you make the notes, you make a tune, you decide on instrumentation, you decide on lyrics, then the singing. So it's a very step by step routine work. Like
Yeah.
you go one step, then the second step, third.
Huh.
So it actually you move forward very. You don't have much time, so you move forward. You try to move forward fast because you want to record your song. So you're under pressure, but at the same, you're always under pressure when you're recording a song.
Right.
But then you have to give it time, and you have to also methodically do it. There's a lot
Yeah.
of mathematics involved.
Right.
So it's just a practical way. Okay, this is how we work. This is how we discuss. This is how we come to a conclusion on the song. And there are changes on the way. You keep improvising on the way. Once the song is recorded, sometimes you hear it in the car to see is it sounding good in the car. You hear it in 20, 30 different instruments.
Yeah, and the kind of music that you have created, that is,
Yeah.
this is
I mean,
impossible.
I've just been lucky. I've just been lucky.
No, no, no. It has to be hard work and everything.
Yeah, hard work has
Everything,
always been
everything,
there,
not
but
just.
I think if God shines his light on me, I'm just a little lucky that my songs are still being played. And if you hear old Bollywood music, all the songs sound very good actually to
They
me.
have not aged. They have not aged, sir. They are still
Yeah,
fresh. And
this one
no one has
maybe
really.
has age, not age. The others have age, but even when they age, because they've aged, they sound good. Like vintage. But my songs are like you're right. I know what you're getting at.
Yeah,
So it's like you feel this is today's music. Yeah,
exactly, exactly. And the wonderful association that with Viju Shah, like all
yeah,
his, like Viju Shah as a musician, he has worked out of your banner, Timothy Films.
yeah,
But
yeah.
to be very honest, that did not capitalize or captivate the audience like your films did. Viju Shah is immortalized because of music in like Mohra,
Well,
Tridev,
I,
Vishwatma.
I, I don't see the director has to work very hard with him,
Hmm, hmm,
and there has to be a rapport. And
hmm.
Viju has given two or three very big hit songs without me, and Bade Mia, Chote Mia, then
Yeah,
wo
but the one that you made,
Aankh
those are pure
Aankh
magic,
Mare and
magic.
something. So he has done. It's up to the director to take out work.
Okay.
And with me, we are synchronized. We have a tuning,
Yeah.
and he doesn't do much work. Yeah, you don't. He's not around that much. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah. But that's the way it is. I don't know what is the reason.
Yeah, there might be some lady luck. And
Yeah, no, and we have done a lot of work together all our life. It's
yeah,
like a lot of work.
yeah, right. Films came with almost with a regular frequency of 3 years, 2.5,
Yeah,
that kind of thing. But did any kind of failure ever bother you, sir? Like, I know Tridev was a massive hit. Then you went
yeah,
on to make Vishwatma,
yeah.
which was kind of a spiritual sequel to Tridev. Vishwatma did not
So it
probably
was not
do
a
that well.
sequence. Everybody says it's a sequence. Kind of looks like a
Spiritual
yeah.
sequel.
But it was just because it had three heroes and I made Amrish
Right,
Puri
right,
sing again.
right.
Those two factors made it look similar.
Yeah,
Otherwise, the story was totally different.
totally different. Understand? And it's a totally
Yeah,
different landscape altogether.
yeah,
Kenya,
yeah. Yeah.
तब के
It
ज़माने
was
में केन्या के
yeah.
बारे में
I
कौन सोच
just
रहा
I
होगा?
just kept one or two kind of treatments from Tridev
Hmm.
that I did in Tridev. I carry them forward here. So
Right.
because of that, it looked like, oh wow, this is a carry on. But whatever people think, it's okay with me.
Vishwatma probably did not do that well in the same leagues of three. They was not in the same league in terms of the box office
No,
success.
actually, Vishwatma was it was made to believe that it has not done well
Okay.
initially, but
Okay.
actually later on we realized that it has done 30-40% better business than Tridev. It actually
Oh,
performed better than Tridev.
okay. Okay.
So it's I won't say it's a bigger hit than Tridev, because Tridev made a lot of news at that time,
Right.
and Vishwatma didn't make that kind of news, as
So it
Tridev.
was more kind
Eh,
of
But as a boxer,
pulse.
if you look at the
Yeah.
box office, it had better numbers.
Right.
So yeah, so I think Vishwatma, my father always told me, son, this is a bigger hit than Tridev,
Oh.
always. And because he used to look at the collections.
Right.
And so when you look at the collections,
Yeah.
that's how you how do you gauge a film?
Uh, in terms of collections, box office numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a very it's the biggest hit in my office today, Vishwat.
Okay.
People, and, there are more people
Uh,
who write to me about Vishwatma than any other film. That this is our favorite film. 70% of my fans talk about Vishwatma. I don't know. Maybe it's Saat Samundar Par, or they
oh
like
my
the
God, that song is
yeah.
crazy. As in that's a kind of dope.
They talk more. Believe me, within the fraternity, within the people who are following me on my fan group or whatever, or
Hmm.
people who like my work or whatever it is,
Right.
there's more interest in Vishwatma.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's in the it's
Fascinating.
that there's a battle between Vishwatma and Gupt.
Good. Okay. Okay.
So Mohra was also a huge hit. And some people swear by Mohra actually. They think that's why some people will say my best film is Mohra, some will say Gupt. But when the fans say which is the film that they like the most,
Hmm.
and if you do a voting in India, it'll be Vishwatma.
Okay.
Yeah, try it on your site. I'm not stopping. Say you put it with the viewers that these are the
Yeah,
four films Rajiv has done,
right.
and you don't tell them it did well, didn't do well. Say just rate it.
Your favorite. Rated. Yeah.
Which one you like? Which one you like to see today?
Like
Which one you like the most?
right.
That's the way to judge it.
As in everything is so memorable, so as it's so fresh about that film, Vishwatma.
Yeah,
Names of the character, the villains, right? Ajgar
yeah,
Junaid, the Blue Panther gang, the
yeah, yeah,
Bubbles, they're right in front of my tongue.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So during that time, were there any kind of manipulation? We get to hear so many things about box office manipulations, first figures these days. During your time in the 80s, early 90s, were there those
You
kind of
mean
things? Because you have been closely associated with the thing, as in your father came from the like his trajectory was
yeah,
from
yeah,
distributor to producer and all. So you
yeah.
must observe those things closely. So ऐसा चीजें उस जमाने में होते थे क्या?
क्या क्या वापस बोलिए थोड़ा.
ये जो आज के जमाने में जो बॉक्स ऑफिस नंबर्स को फज किया जाता है, मैनिपुलेट किया जाता है,
नहीं
ऑल दीस
नहीं
थिंग्स.
नहीं 2%. वो उस टाइम बोलते थे टिकटें फाड़ना. तो कभी कभी एक्टर्स लोग कुछ लोग फुल दिखाने के लिए टिकटें फाड़ते थे, तो थोड़ा सा होता था, बहुत कम.
अच्छा.
पर
ओके.
होता था. होता था, ऐसा नहीं होता था. पर अभी तो इट्स ऑन द बिगर लेवल आई एम टोल्ड. सो
Your creative instincts has never bothered you because, sir, there's a context why I asked this question because you made Gupt, you broke the barriers, you broke the stereotypes. Like,
या
I don't want to spill the bean because still today people talk about why are you giving spoilers on Gupt. Okay, so
या
I'm not
या
making
या
know
या
what had happened, but it
या
definitely broke the stereotypes.
या
Gupt was a massive success.
यस
Then you took a detour from those kind of films, which the Trimurti films was always associated with
या
larger than
या
life,
या
big, like massive budget,
या
massive stars.
या
But you detour and you made after 4 years you made Pyar Ishq Aur Mohabbat. So there was a shift from masala, that kind
it
of
was yeah,
films
it was
to
more of a shift
romance.
from what I was doing into a romantic kind of a genre,
Right.
which is okay, I can make any kind of a film. Again, the reason I did that was because I was half living here and abroad.
Hmm.
I had connections there.
Hmm.
Also, it was in budget.
Yeah.
So the budget has become very important for me because I don't have my father there anymore.
Hmm.
And I because I don't collaborate with big guys, so it's all my money, and I don't like losing my money.
Right.
So I've become a little conservative, and I'm
Okay.
tight-fisted.
Ah.
So that also I took. I introduced Arjun Rampal. I worked with friends. I shot abroad. It did all right, but after that, it was Asambhav. I tried to kind of vaguely move back to what I was doing, which was the thriller,
Hmm.
and I did that abroad again.
Yeah.
And I didn't. I was not happy with the result of that film.
Yeah.
It didn't trouble me making it, but during that course of making, my parents were ill. Both Sonam's
Yeah.
parents both were ill, and my son was not well. He was autistic, so I was mentally also unstable.
Yeah.
And between Pyar Ishq aur Mohabbat and Asambhav, I was going through
Lot of
my
things.
personal life was troubled.
Right. Right.
And then after Asambhav, I said, now I'll retire because I'm troubled. And if, with
Hmm.
this troubled mind, how will I create a good film?
Great effort.
So yeah. So in 2015, 2016, when I felt that I was mentally all right, I don't have any issues to worry about, and life is very good. I'm very happy, and I'm not emotionally troubled or mentally. I'm very clear.
Yeah.
So I started writing scripts, and that's how Zora happened.
Yeah.
Zora, this is a different film. It has a 2 crore budget. The whole landing cost is 5 crore,
Okay.
and I tried to shoot it under two. And that was my challenge,
Hmm.
with five cameras, with a new star cast, and a subject that would accommodate that budget.
Hmm.
So I'm actually very, very uh, happy with this film because it's a film where I didn't think this was possible
Okay.
to do it in this price.
Okay.
You getting my point?
Yeah. Right.
So
As in two
this
crore, 5 crore, and out there.
was a thought in my head.
Hmm.
And I said, is it possible? So Rashid Rangrez, my right hand man, said, we can do it in 50 lakhs. I said, no, no, no. He'll look very cheap, you know. But he said, no, it won't. You can try. But you know, you have to work backwards from the budget. So
Hmm.
once you decide the budget, then you don't compromise.
Okay.
You still make the film you want to.
Right.
So that doesn't mean I made a bad film just because it's shot in 2 crores, you know.
Right.
So that was my USP of that film. Take new people, do it start to finish, go to one location, don't make sets, don't put songs. That's how you cut the budget. And the
Right.
subject didn't require songs. It's got background music. It's got Viju and one song.
Yeah.
So
The music is also
we had to
catchy. Yeah.
plan the planning took 1 year.
Right. Right.
And my father always used to tell me, don't make a budget. And this is the first time in my life I made a budget.
Okay. Oh, he never
So
told
I've
that.
never worked on a budget.
My last question. Going down the line, how do you want Zora to be remembered as?
So Zora, I wanted to be remembered as the budget. That I made the smallest budget film in the history of Bollywood, and it should come down in the Guinness Book of Records.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually wanted to come down. When
From
you
your
see
norms, your traditional
when you
norms.
see how big the film looks, you
Yeah.
will say this is not a 2 crore film.
Uh,
You understand? But it
right.
is.
Right.
So I want the Guinness Book of Records to consider me and put my name there. That here's a director who makes a film in 500 crores, and he's gone
You
and
also make a
done
film
a
in
film.
2 crores.
Yeah, I would. My old films, if you do them today, they'll cost me 400, 500.
Of course. No
Yeah.
doubt about that.
So, but I went the opposite way. So I wanted to be remembered as a suspense film, as a murder mystery, as a unique film for its
Yeah.
story, for its content, for its background music. I wanted to be remembered as an experiment that I did, a challenge I took.
Right.
So there are these 4, 5 factors that I have never done. You're getting my point.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel the audience should be receptive to it. They should accept it. And you know, I'm okay with criticism. I have no problem with that. But I wanted to be remembered as something I tried different.
Yeah. Right. Absolutely. It was lovely talking to you, sir. And
Yeah.
you can't imagine many of the times I could feel my goosebumps because I was
No,
remembering it was all flashing before my eyes. Those films.
no.
Rajiv.
I'm very grateful. I'm grateful to you and your channel, Cineblue. And thank you for taking my interview.